Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Chet Buchanan from 98.5 KLUC in Las Vegas. That means nothing to you, but I'm sucking up to these guys because one day we are going to all end up working for them. You're listening to the Hoppe and Super Rich Show.
What's up? This is the Hoppe and Super Rich Show. I'm Hoppe.
And I'm Super Rich, Ryan Stuprich.
And who do we have on the phone line?
Right now, we have Lupe Carroll on the phone line for The Edge. What's up, Lupe?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. So now I want the radio world to get to know you. So where did you grow up as a kid?
I actually grew up in Momence, Illinois, just a small little town in Kankakee County.
And now what was it like growing up in a small town?
It was. I feel like it was pretty much what it is for most kids growing up in an area like that. As a kid, you don't appreciate the tight knit and the just the goodness of that, like how close everyone is and how everyone's there for each other. As a kid, it was, borderline terrible. And, all me and my brothers did growing up was, playing rock music and skateboarding and stuff like that. And as we've all gotten older, we've all moved closer to town again. My two brothers live in town again now in Momence.
Okay.
But it was cool. There wasn't much to do, but it was good.
Who were some of the bands that you grew up listening to that influenced you?
Oh, man. I was at a very early age, I was a really big blues fan. My dad got me listening to B.B. King and Johnny Lang. Johnny Lang's actually one of his early albums is what got me playing guitar and all. But other than them, since I was a kid until now, I've always been a huge Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, stuff like that, classic rock stuff, and then a lot of the folk stuff too, Cat Stevens and stuff like that.
And now what was it about these bands that you liked?
I don't know. They had for whatever I could understand of it at that age, they everything they did, especially like Zeppelin, there was just like a bucket of soul dumped on everything they wrote, and whether it was the super heavy stuff or the more chill stuff. Like my favorite song by Zeppelin is the Rain song, and it's just that's kind of a half and half. It starts off super chill, and then it goes into him screaming and stuff. But I don't know. I just the emotion those guys had. There was something that's what got me into playing and singing too. I wanted to create that myself and share that. It was just a neat thing to see people sharing who they are and what they're about through such an amazing thing as music.
And how old were you when you knew that you wanted to be in music?
I had to have been in my early teens, but I got to playing around 9 or 10. It took a few years for it to sink in and me realize that it was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
And then what was it like when you told your parents that you wanted to go into music? Were they very supportive? What was that like?
They were, actually. I was one of the lucky few, especially in that small town. In a town like that, you tell your parents that, hey, I want to be a rock star. Hey, I want to do this and that with music. Most of them were like, they'd chuckle or, yeah, good for you. You better figure out what you're going to do as far as getting into a good school and get a good job and stuff like that. And the punk band I played in when I was a kid, I mean, we were super lucky. Our drummer, for one, that we got to use his basement, but most kids, I mean, it was a struggle to find a practice space because their parents just didn't want to hear it. But I was one of the lucky few that had parents that honestly they came to every one of our shows that they could make. They got me my first nice guitar when they started hearing from the couple cheap ones that I bought. When they heard that I was getting serious with it and going somewhere with it, they're like, shoot, man, if you're going to put your heart into this and really do something with it, we'll support the mess out of you. So they were great, and they're still amazing about it.
Now, moving on to your time on The Voice, how is the tryout process like?
Oh, it's insane. There's so much more that goes into it than they show on TV. Most people think you go to open calls. If you knock that out of the park, you're in. There is maybe I think around 5 or 6 total things that you're going through before you even possibly make it to get to do a blind audition. And even then, a lot of the people that are on the season right now, season 6, that's going into the live shows, there's a ton of friends I have that are on this season because I spent the summer with them doing season 5 that the teams filled up before they could even do their blind audition. So, they were out there, they went through all that stuff, and then come blind audition time, a good chunk of them, I think there was close to 50, which every season, I guess they told us, they gave us a heads up saying, you know, there's maybe around 10 that won't get to go because teams filled up. And last season there was close to 50. So it's insane. There's a lot. The nice thing about it though is everyone, production and stuff, which you don't expect this. They are so stinking nice and supportive and helpful with everything. So that was really cool.
And now when you go up in front of everyone and you then go on and sing, what is that like? How nervous were you to sing in front of everyone on live TV?
It was different for all of us. For me, honestly, I've been doing this for close to 15 years. I've played for, you know, 2 people at a bar and a coffee shop till 2 a.m., and I've played festival shows for 2,000 people. And honestly, having done all that stuff for as many years as I have, it really, it didn't get to me. I think I had like a 5-second, my stomach dropped when CeeLo Green turned around. And other than that, though, honestly, even then, I kind of snapped back out of that, and I was like, hey, I'm in. We're good. I don't have to be nervous anymore. But it was good. I made a really good relationship with the band that plays for the show. So that was cool too. When I walked on the stage, it was like, you know, I got to look over to a group of friends I had recently made through all the rehearsals. So it's like I had friends up there with me, and I was fine. You know, some of the other stuff definitely my stomach would sink, and just thinking about it would make me feel pretty crazy. But you know, there were other people too that were getting straight up sick, you know, leading up to getting on camera and stuff. And so I don't know where that came from, me being cool with all that stuff, because I thought I'd be a mess, and I kept my cool. And
what is it like when you get to meet all the judges that work on that show? Like, everyone sees them when they're on TV, and then they're just right in front of you judging you. Yeah, what is that like? That's
a good question. It's different. I'm not, you know, again, I'm definitely not trying to throw any of them under the bus or anything, but yeah, they're different. Anyone you meet that, especially someone as big as them, like when they're on TV, they're not going to act like a jerk or anything. But I mean, for the most part, like they're all pretty nice people. I've never been like a huge, you know, what country is now. Like I've never been like a huge fan of it. So yeah. I remember like telling my wife, you know, I'll probably be like openly disappointed if only Blake were to turn around or something like that. After meeting him and getting to talk with him, I honestly, if I'd have gotten to done that first, I maybe would have picked him. He was such a genuinely nice guy, freaking hilarious. That was neat, though. It was neat to get to see what they were like. You know, I grew up, I was a Maroon 5 fan around when they were new, and just to get to see what these people are like and to be around them was pretty neat.
Do you have any new upcoming things that you have in the works?
I do, actually. This interview couldn't have happened at a better time. I just today launched a Kickstarter project for my first full-length album. I've done a few EPs over the years and whatnot, but this one I'll be recording in Chicago at CRC Studios, Chicago Recording Company.
Cool.
And I've already been up there to do the scratch track, stuff like that, but me and my band are going to get up there. If you go to Kickstarter.com and then just type in my name, Lupe, and then Carroll, 2 R's, 2 L's.
Okay.
And then the project should come up. Like, I've got some fun rewards on there. There's the smallest ones, like the $10 if you donate. I think you can actually donate like just $1 if you wanted to, but $10 you get like a digital download, and then it goes all the way up to, if you donate $1,000, me and the band will come do like a full blown like gig for you, sound system, all that stuff. As far as the traveling goes, with some of the higher rewards, we're trying to stick in the Illinois area just for cost of traveling and stuff. But anyway, it was like 2.5 hours in this morning, and it was already over like $1,000. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Now, to people who have not heard your music, how would you describe it to people who haven't heard it yet?
I think the best I could describe it, it's like musically, it's definitely kind of more folky-ish. You know, a lot of acoustic stuff, easy listening stuff. But then vocally, anything I ever got going on with singing and the way, you know, how I learned to sing, because I didn't do lessons or anything, but I grew up on like Motown and stuff. So anything I do vocally, whether I'm singing to jazz, folk, country, whatever, it's pretty soulful stuff. It's definitely more like Otis Redding style, like soulful stuff. So I'd say like a folky, soulful kind of feel.
Okay, well, that sounds nice, and we'll have to check out some of your new upcoming things. And thanks for coming on the show, Lupe, and we look forward to talking to you in the future.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Thanks, Lupe. Good luck, man.
Thanks so much. Take care, guys.
And that was Lupe Carroll. He was heard on The Voice, which airs on NBC. And check out his work. He's on Twitter at Lupe Music. And then he's on Facebook. Just type in Lupe Carroll and like his page right now. And Ryan, you have some information to share to the audience.
Yes. The 3rd annual Area Music Awards will be held at the Majestic Theater in downtown Kankakee on Friday, April 11th, beginning at 7 p.m. This year, we will have honor guitarist Andy Battrell of Misty Cole and Everyday People as Musician of the Year. So that's pretty cool. Other featured performers include Double Platinum, Black Cadillac, Matt Shipley, Skeleton Crew, Dave Rudolph, Stacey Love, Karen Brault of the After Midnight Blues Band, Pauline York, J.D. King, Andy Ross, Curtis Battrell, Dusty Newcomb, Lupe Carroll, who you just heard from The Voice, and the TJ Sax Band, Karen Ewell, Luck of the Draw, Aaron Johnston, Eddie Rose, the Heartland Bluegrass Gospel Contemporary Christian Band, Hark. The cost is $10, only $10. You can get tickets at King Music, the Majestic Theater, or right at the door. All profits go to benefit Make It Stick, which works with teens and young adults to raise awareness of the dangers of alcohol and substance abuse and operate a jail ministry and mentoring program for Kankakee County. So don't forget, that is Friday, April 11th at 7 p.m., Majestic Theater,
this Friday,
downtown Kankakee. Yes, that's tomorrow. So make sure you all go out and see those cool bands. And also, you can meet Lupe Carroll, who we just interviewed, and it was a great interview.
Sounds good. So go there on April 11th in downtown Kankakee. All right, Ryan. We're going to come back.
Yes, sir.
And do some more Super Rich news. I love how you called me sir. You make me sound important for once.
You are important.
I wish. Call the show, 630-785-2510. That's 630-785-2510. And tweet at us at Hoppe Radio 893 and at Ryan, STUPRICH. We will be right back on The Edge on Air. BRB.
The Hoppe and Super Rich Show.
Don't be stupid. Where do you think you're going? The Hoppe and Super Rich Show will be right back. Do not move.